Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Pop Lee with a long overdue video. It feels like an absolute age since I've been set up here in the loft doing a video for you. And it's not through choice essentially. Pops have been so slow coming through. I think I picked up 2 in December and maybe 1 in November. And both times just did not have the time to really come up here and sit and do a video with a combination of different things to get in the way. But I wanted to finish the year with a video and also commit to the fact that the channel is still going. I do intend to still bring out content in 2024. It might be sporadic. I'm not going to put any sort of time frame on it, and I'm not going to force content for the sake of it, but I am going to still, the channel is alive. We're still going, and 2023 was a really good year for the channel, probably the best I've had in terms of subscribers. So thank you if you're new, old or whatever and you've stuck with the channel. But the top 5, I'm not going to put them in a 1 to 5 order for the simple fact I can't. Some really cool pops that did come out. A lot of them I found earlier in the year, and that's probably why it's been quite slow towards the end of the year. And one of the first pops I can remember picking up and being really excited about, and it's there. It is this amazing Peter Parker, the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. Really excited when they finally did this second wave of these pops, and I always said, you know what, how many Spider-Man pops do I need? It turned out I needed another one because this one is brilliant. Love the pose of it, love the mask in the mouth, love a lot in this video, let's be honest. I like the unmasked versions of a lot of pops when it comes to kind of Marvel characters, and I think this one works really well. Will I buy more Spider-Man pops? More than likely, but it's probably the character I have the most of out of every single pop I've got. But this one was a definite, and I remember picking this one up so early in the year. It must have been January or February time. And that's the same with the next one, which has also made it in. Still one of the most detailed pops I think I'm ever going to own. It's this amazing King Namor from Wakanda Forever. Don't worry, they're not all going to be Marvel. That is it for Marvel after this one. But this pop just blows me away. It has got so much going on with the headdress. And it's one of those where I like Wakanda Forever, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say it would make it into my top 10 Marvel films any day. But I thought it was a decent enough villain. But I just think the pops from the Wakanda Forever line were really good. A lot of detail on a lot of them. But this one was just a standout for me. As soon as I seen it, straight away I wanted to buy it at full price, which is rare for me now as well. That is the other thing. You might find if I am doing content in 2024, a lot of it is me buying older pops rather than new pops. I seem to be kind of backtracking and picking up a lot of stuff on the second-hand market of stuff that I kind of wish I picked up years ago. But I don't know, people say Funko's dying. If it is, great for me because I'll just keep buying stuff. So we're going early in the year again. It seems to be a theme. And it's Avatar. It is Natari from the first film. Again, I really just liked everything about this pop. The colour works really well. I always like a pop with different coloured eyes. And there's just so much going on. The detail with the braids on the hair is excellent. I like the action pose. They seem to be bringing in a lot more of these kind of floating stands. I'm trying to think if I've got, no, none of the others in the top 5 have got that. But I just think these stands work really well. These action poses work great. And I do like Avatar. I know it's kind of not one of the cool things to like the Avatar films. I've enjoyed them both, watched them both more than once. And this was one I really was happy to add that they finally decided to do it. But if I'm going to talk about ones that I was arranged, that I was so glad when they announced they were going to do it. When I first got into pops, there was a pop that I kind of wanted, and it was never on the radar, but they decided to bring out some more. So I'm really glad to have added Indiana Jones. I went for the exclusive version from Funko Europe, but I would have been happy picking up any kind of just to have an Indiana Jones in my collection. Such a big fan of the character, the films, barring the 4th. I enjoyed this, the one they brought out this year. Okay, it had moments, but I think if they were going to end a series, I think it was a good way of doing it. Nothing will ever beat the original trilogy, but that, again, that you could say that was Star. You can say that with a lot of things. It's all when you watch them, the age, the feeling you have at that time. But I was so glad to add an Indiana Jones, and I would give a special mention to the whole wave of this one, the Sean Connery, Henry Jones pop. I really like that as well. But it was always about adding an indie. They went with the bobbleheads. I even like the stands on these. I know when I first started talking on YouTube about the Star Wars ones, my issue with the stands. No issue with this stand. I think it works really well. And then for the final one, it's a cheat because it's 2, and I'm going right towards the end of the year. But I'm so happy with this. House of Dragon, it's for Viserys Targaryen, and I managed to pick up the common and the chase. I took a big gamble on this on Funko Europe. I ordered 4 in the end. Never done that to try and get the chase. I just thought it's really not worth it. I think the most I've ever done is 2 on the off chance, but it was a chase I really wanted. I put them down, I should keep them up, but you're better to look at them than me. I think the actual common pop is a really cool pop, and the chase is really good. I really enjoyed House of Dragon. I thought it was really good. Really good, lovely. Yeah, pick some new words. Never mind, I'm not a thesaurus, but really happy with having both of these in the collection. I've had these for a couple of weeks now, and they still remain in the box because I think that's how they're going to. I just think next to each other, they look really cool. For crying out loudly, sort out a new bloody vocabulary for 2024. But two very nice pops. Some doubling words as well. Sorry, I'm just ripping myself to bits here because I've remembered now why I probably should stop doing this, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so these, it was just I had to try and get them. Funko Europe were doing a deal where if you spent X amount, you got £10 off. So I put 4 in. One was a gift for a good friend. I still have one left of the common. If anyone's interested at the price I paid, you're more than welcome to have it. I'll even ship it for free. There you go. I'll throw that in as a little Happy New Year kind of thing for you all. But yeah, they are my top 5. There would be some kind of honorary mentions. I was looking at oversized, which I decided not to include. But if I had included oversized, Jabba the Hutt again, another one that I know they did the smaller version, which I did have, and in the end I've moved on to have this version instead. This just looks so cool on his seat with Salacious Crumb and the drink. Everything on this one is really cool. And I will give one mention to an inbox pop as well, which again is to my side here. Another one I was happy to add. I never thought I'd add one of these album pops. Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord. This was a great little pick up from Tesco. Kids picked this one up for me, so really happy to add this one. And that is it. So closing out the video with obviously Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me, even though I've not been around as much as I want to. 2024, big year for me. After 26 years, I am being made redundant, so I've got to find a new job. But hoping to find one that can actually make it that I can do a little bit more rather than having to work weekends, get some more Comic Cons in, hopefully touch base with a few people who I've classed as friends for a long time and not really managed to get the chance to actually meet them in person, or some of the guys who I've met through doing the YouTube, spend a bit more time with those guys this year and get some Comic Cons in. So I'll finish the video with, let me know your top 5. Let me know your favourite out of my top 5 as well, by all means, in the comments. But more importantly, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you had a good Christmas, and I'll see you all in 2024. Bye for now, guys. Bye.